welcome to episode 4. Wow. Of Star-Crossed Seaways. I'm having a little bit of a shock. We are halfway. This is our halfway.
Oh
Don't say it too much.
No.
That's terrifying. And before I have one of my lovely players do a recap of what has happened in the story so far, I want to highlight something that just launched this week for general access. Although if you backed the Kickstarter, you already had access to it. And that is that we have a tools site, which I'm just going to hop up on the screen as well, A5E.tools, which you can use. It's got a searchable monster database. It's got searchable spells. It's got searchable magic items. It's got just about everything that you could want. And it is delightful. So if you're wondering things, if I'm looking for things, A5E.tools is now live for the general public, and it's really exciting. Okay, I will stop liking it, and it's in the chat as well. But it's really cool. You should check it out if you're running level up games. You're gonna think it's great. I think it's great. I've been able to use it behind the scenes for a while, but it's great. Check it out. Okay, who wants to do a recap? At this point, I think you know our players. Who wants to give a recap? I think Lewin did it last time. So
I did.
So someone else.
I'll do it this time so that I don't have to do it next time.
I see how it is.
It's like popcorning.
Absolutely. So am I doing like a general recap of the whole thing, or just last?
Do the general recap, but like focus on what happened last episode in case folks missed it.
So recently, the Flying Flynn Pirates, as Elizabeth has affectionately called them, found a purple rock that fell from the sky that they're now calling Sky Rock. And their entire adventure so far has revolved around that. We fought some crabs, lied to some lizard folk. We went and talked to an old grandma who runs a tavern named Olga, who sent us to a witch living in a hut in the woods who doesn't have a crystal ball because she falls for, email phone scams very easily. Whose name I still can't get right because for some reason I can't remember it ever. So I call her Ella. We promised to go get her crystal ball, but we instead got a treasure map. And that's where we headed last. We are finding the treasure of Captain Sophia Arando, Captain A, who Applestock used to sail with, and who Elizabeth was friends with once upon a time. Friends being a choice of a word that may be
They were
incorrect
lovers.
sometimes. They were roommates.
Oh
They
my God,
were-
they were
They
roommates.
They were roommates. God.
And Lewin and Applestock were officially accepted into the crew. It was a really cool, emotional moment. And Valar has been half dead for... This will be the 3rd episode where Valar has been half dead.
That is true. And I was actually checking out on the YouTube, that's what I call all of YouTube. And what I discovered was that someone actually, a YouTube commenter, had a really good idea for the ship being a haven only when you're at port. And that makes a lot of sense to me. So let me see who that was. That was Drake Aram. So if you're watching this later, that's really smart. I should have thought of that. I really like that. So I think that is something we will adopt. As you spruce up your ship, because we've established that the ship is missing some components.
Hmm.
A little bit, not the most trained of crews.
No.
It's Cled's fault.
It's
Yeah,
Cled's fault.
always
Everything is Cled's fault.
Whatever it is, it's Cled's fault.
But yeah, I thought that was really smart. So we will adopt that, so you don't have to pay for a room at an inn when you've got a perfectly decent ship to sleep on.
So next time we dock, I get all of my stuff back. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, but not while you are docked at this treasure island, which is where you are at right now, looking for Captain A's treasure, because Captain A seems to have absconded with your witch's friend's crystal ball. And her name is Eladre, because she is a dragonborn, and why wouldn't you, Nazi?
I didn't want to say it wrong, but that is what I thought it was this time. So it's good to know that I have finally remembered it.
Yes. And yes, eventually your ship will just be a stronghold once it's,
I got a lot of good stuff for that at much higher levels than we'll probably reach.
We'll probably reach, unless we get renewed for our second season, huh?
Which
Huh?
we should. I'm just saying.
But we're not the ones to make the call, so
Tweet about
like my boss. Anyways,
Tweet
so
about
that is where we left off. The sun was setting over this island. The fog that had been plaguing the ship all day had finally cleared. Is that a hand?
Yes, it is. I also did my study deliberation last time.
Oh, yeah.
Ahead of us going out to onto the island for the treasure. Yeah, so super prepared for it too.
Yes, and
Expecting the unexpected.
expecting the unexpected. And we have the level 3 stuff. So the question, do you rest on board the ship before heading out? Captain Flynn's been sailing all day, but she's tough like that.
I didn't get fatigue or anything.
You didn't,
So-
because you're like that.
So, I mean, Elizabeth would be pretty gung-ho about it because you never know who might be waiting.
So we're back on the ship, right? We haven't. We went.
We're still on the ship right now.
Okay, we haven't got off.
We just docked. We're at the island with the treasure now.
Okay.
Yes. I encourage just a bit away.
Personally, I might like it an hour or two to prepare a little bit.
We can take an hour.
And he would just creepily just kind of walk up behind Captain and just kind of lean down and go, "I've been hearing voices in my head again.
I'm sorry.
I've been hearing voices in my head again."
Do you want to talk about it?
And he just kind of look off in the distance and he goes, "I think I just need to talk to myself."
Okay, so
Already. Oh my God.
why'd you tell me about it? Do you want me to be there for it?
If
you
you
want me
would
to,
like to,
Supervise the
Maybe.
conversation?
sure.
Okay. We've got an hour
An hour.
while Lewin does whatever Lewin needs to do.
What?
I would like to find a place on the boat to sit, and you may come sit with me. I feel like after all these stressful events, you might need to meditate and relax.
Me? I need to
Yes.
relax.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably right.
Yes.
You're probably right.
Yes. Applestock,
Lewin,
would you like to join
take
us
an hour.
for meditation?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind joining y'all. I get those little voices in my head too sometimes, so I would like to, think
So-
and self-reflect.
Firstly,
All right.
there are rules, but only because Applestock will be joining.
You invited me. If you didn't want me here, I could just
No.
do some.
No, I wanted you here.
It's just that you have to sit still and be silent.
Yes.
I can sit still and be silent. I can do that real good.
I will bet you 5 gold that you can't.
I will bet Captain 5 gold that you can.
No, you will not.
Yes, I will.
It will just be a total of 5 gold. That is it.
I don't know how betting goes. I'm assuming that's how you do it.
If I win, Apple stock gives me 5 gold.
Oh.
Or we add it
That's
to the
assuming I
Apple debt.
do have 5 gold.
Well, considering you don't spend any money, because you
How do
would
you know whether or not I have money?
Well, if not, it'll be part of your Apple debt.
All right, fair enough.
Fair enough. Where's the quietest place on the boat?
The quietest place is probably probably down in the hold. There's some sleeping quarters, and the brig that I imagine Lewin was briefly kept in until they decided that it was completely unnecessary. And
The
there's
bars are like so spread apart that even Lewin with like the hooves and everything could just walk right out.
it's just kind of a room.
Oh boy.
They've got like manacles in there just in case, but Lewin never seemed like that level of a threat, I don't think. But near where the brig and the like lower deck sleeping areas, there's a couple of storerooms that are, well, somewhat. It's where they keep like the extra sailcloth and such. That's probably the quietest place because no one ever goes down there unless it's repairs are needed.
So Vala will make her way down there. Do we pass Lewin at all?
Yeah, how's Lewin? I think I know what Lewin's doing. What is Lewin doing for it?
Lewin is gonna first stop off to see his good old buddy Cled in the kitchen.
Oh yeah,
and
you're
he's gonna
like this now, I think, after looking for Apple stock for because he doesn't know that you were in on the joke.
Smoke bomb, then run away.
Smoke bomb. And I'm gonna say, Cled, the captain sent me down here with a very important errand to run. I need just a lot of charcoal and herbs.
He looks at you and kind of like sizes you up. It's like, yeah, sure. Rosemary's a low in food supply, so whatever you're cooking. Wait, you're not burning stuff outside of the kitchen, right? Because fires on ships. No, that's a really bad idea.
I mean, if you would like me to burn it here, I can burn it here in the kitchen. That's fine.
Why don't you do that?
Okay, yeah, sure. And then I will gather all of my ingredients and just pour as much herbs as will make 10 gold worth into a pot and begin casting my ritual right here in the kitchen in front of Cled.
That's
So
so
you
many
do,
herbs.
I think, pass like an open door to the kitchen. And there's like the strongly scented smoke coming out, and Lewin's just like chanting. And yeah, that's not a problem, right?
Well, we know who Lewin's parents are, so it's not actually that surprising.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Well, excuse me. I have to go to my room to get my plants. And he'll leave and he'll come back with like 2 shrub-like plants. He's like, I shall now meditate. Do
Have
you
you been-
all know how to meditate?
Have you been growing plants on the ship? Just in your bedroom?
Yes, if you look into my room, he'll just like bring you to essentially like where all the supplies and stock and stuff is. There's like greenery all up the walls.
Oh my god. Just updating the map of the ship that I have. in case you're
Elizabeth
saying
just kind of
it.
stands there dumbfounded.
You don't ever come down here, do you?
Of course not. Why would I? Why would I go to any of your rooms?
Why are you sleeping in the storage room?
Yes. Well, it has the most room, and I don't have to share a bed with Cled. No offense to Cled.
That's fair. I wouldn't want to share a bed with Cled either.
Cled in the background. Hey! Yes.
Upstairs, Cled just gets like that, like shiver down his spine, like someone's talking about him.
Yes,
Yes, Applestock.
Yeah. Why don't you just grow apples on the ship?
I don't like apples.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I only eat them because we are, I believe you said, Captain, broke.
No. You're all broke. I have
Okay.
money. I bought us cannonballs. And once we get this treasure, maybe I'll somehow be able to make it so we can grow trees on
On a ship.
in true One Piece fashion.
I would love to do that. I have a lot of experience. People say I have a green thumb, I think. Is that the words? Green
Yes,
thumb.
that is correct.
Well, I have honey and I have comb. Let's go. He just kind of walk past you guys with these big bustle of shrubs in a pot. You can just sit down and cross leg. Follow.
Applestock sits down, cross-legged.
Repeat. No,
Elizabeth stands there, arms folded over her chest, closing her eyes.
Repeat after me, and then you just watch as he.
After me.
That was a good one.
That was a mile away.
And he just kind of opens his eye, just look at Applestock, and then he closes his eye back and he goes, Defend nature.
Defend nature.
Embody strength.
Embody strength.
Ensure the cycle.
Ensure the cycle.
Walk the world.
Walk the world.
And then he opens his eyes, and his eyes are like glowing, like divine light. And then he just starts speaking in a language you can't understand.
Wait, what language is it?
Abyssal.
Ah, nope. I speak primordial for some reason.
Abyssal with a mix of celestial. Just. But he will be doing this for a whole hour, like nonstop, until I finish my ritual cast.
Elizabeth stands there and occasionally like opens her eye to peek and see if Applestock is moving.
No, Applestock at one point I think would catch like eye contact with you and just go, my eyes did not glow like beach petals. Do you think I said it wrong?
You owe me 5 gold.
That was so slick. You. Please tell me Applestock's making that exact same face of like.
Yeah. Applestock is shook. Apple shook.
Apple shook.
Apple shocked.
Wow.
Applestock is just actually gonna get up and just walk by and go, you're gonna regret that now. And then just sprint out of the room.
Oh, wait. Also, good point from the chat. You're not strife anymore, but you just have those 2 levels of fatigue because you got further down the ticker.
Okay. Woo, yay. Congrats to me. No more strife. Because strife kind of sucked.
It's tough,
I
yeah.
mean, fatigue isn't your friend either, but it's not. You no longer have disadvantage on all ability checks.
That is good.
And that's a start.
Thank you, chat.
But yes, at the end, well, probably slightly before this all finishes down below decks, because I think Lewin got
He started
started just a
before me.
smidge first. The cauldron burbles, and this leggy, horned, spiky thing falls out of the pot. Satine goes, "Yes, Master Lewin."
Harold, they sent. I look at Cled and go, Harold, Cled, they sent Harold. Cled, this is. Well, your name's not actually Harold, but we're just
That's
going.
not my name. Why do you
It's-
call me Harold?
Hey, listen, Harold, I'm very glad you're here. I actually have a very important task for you. Why don't you follow me? And I'm gonna scoop up Harold in my hand, and I'm gonna take him above deck and show him the cleaning supplies.
As the thing crawls out of the cauldron, it changes form and into a toad with goat's horns.
I'm gonna set the toad on my shoulder while we make our journey up above deck, and
Go ahead.
be like, well, so Harold, how are things down there? How's mom and dad?
Yeah, as well as could be expected. The toad croaks.
Do they ever talk about me at all?
The toad thinks for a slightly discouragingly too long amount of time, and then your mother was saying something about. Did you forget to get her something? Her birthday.
How does she expect me to get her something on her birthday? I've been on this shit. Yeah. I'm sorry, Harold. I didn't mean to take it out on you. You're just the messenger. But there is something I am going to take out on you, Harold. And I'm going to show Harold the cleaning supplies.
Harold looks at it and Master Lewin.
Mm-hmm.
I am the family butler. I do not clean.
Well, you see, Harold, things have changed a little bit for us here. We're not really royalty up here. We're sort of
The toad looks appalled.
we're sort of cleaners up here. And unless we want to go, and I point into the water, unless we want to go into there, we need to clean.
I fail to see how this is a we problem. Master
Well,
Lewin.
I did summon you here, so I think by the rules of our homeland, you sort of have to obey me now.
The toad puffs up its throat and then lets it out as a sigh.
Well, I'm gonna do some reading. Let me know when you get this area cleaned up.
And down below in the belly of the ship, did Captain Flynn remain for the entire ritual?
She would have left as soon as Applestock did, just because she needed to make sure all of her stuff was untouched. Her door to her quarters, when she's not in it, is absolutely always locked. Not that that could stop Applestock, but, you know, it's kind of like as soon as I leave and Applestock says you're going to regret it, I'm like, oh, Applestock is going to mess with my stuff. So I immediately go into my captain's quarters until everybody is ready to get off the boat.
So only Valar is down in the hold when one of those potted plants, its leaves shuffle, and then 2 leaves move. Golden eyes.
And he'll just kind of hold it in front of his face. Oh, hello.
A branch reaches out and touches your face very lightly. Just a little like leafy stroke. Hello.
You are gorgeous, aren't you?
One leaf kind of like covers its eyes modestly.
Yes! So cute! And he just goes, your name shall be Honeycomb.
That's so sweet.
Well, you can hop out of there now.
Honeycomb lifts out of the pot. There's like a little like root ball, and a little root comes out. A little root comes out.
Oh, look at you. You
Some
are...
radically different familiars on this ship.
Yeah. We had a demon familiar and a basically a nature familiar.
At this point, Applestock is kind of Elizabeth's familiar.
I'm somewhere in between nature and a demon, so that's perfect.
That's perfect. There we go.
There we go.
And he goes, you can stay on my shoulder.
Okay.
So in my head, a shrub is like really tiny like that, but are they like a bushel like this big?
So an awakened shrub is a small creature, so I think I would be open to it being like the size of like maybe like here. And I am imagining it as literally like so round. Like when
You
you
could
first
wear
said
it
awakened
on your
shrub, my
head.
first thought was moss ball. Like those
Like-
like orbs.
That's something.
Like
Yes.
Oh my god!
That was an option. I could have got a mushroom. I love this game.
And
really so
what was Applestock up to for getting revenge?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna enact one of my plans, one of my
Uh-oh.
pranks.
Oh no.
This is
Step
it.
1, sneak into the captain's quarters.
Oh boy.
I'm going to stealth in there. If the door is locked, I will pickpocket it. Or not pick.
Make a stealth check for me.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's see.
And I
Yes,
think
you
I assume
pickpocket the lock.
Captain Flynn is actively searching here.
Yes, that is very true.
So perception check from her.
Perception check?
Yes, please. Posing a Applestock stealth check.
Well, I imagine Applestock is going to do a lot better than me, so...
I think I have expertise in something now. Wait, let me double check. There's something. I have something. Okay, yes. Great. Plus. Okay, that's gonna be that's just gonna be a 14. Come on.
I'm gonna use Intrepid to add an expertise die. I rolled a 10 plus 2 so I'm at a 12 right now.
Your odds are good.
I rolled a 3 on
No!
that's a 15.
You're going up to your quarters, and yep, there's Applestock with their hand on your door.
I think Applestock just feels a hand come right down on their like shoulder, like all of Elizabeth's weight bearing down on it. Applestock.
I was just checking to make sure that your lock was secure on your door.
Don't lie to me.
It's partial truth. I was doing that by checking to make sure how easy it was to get in.
Applestock.
Yes, Captain.
Walk away from the door, or you will regret it.
Applestock sidesteps and then sidesteps again. All the while slowly turning their head up. I live by my word, you will regret this. And then throws 5 gold at the captain and runs away.
Elizabeth absolutely catches it and just puts it in her pocket. She is unbothered.
So you reconvene with 2 new familiars. The closet is in closet form, very grumpily mopping the deck.
Why is there a toad cleaning the deck?
Oh, Vala, I wanted to introduce you. Vala, this is my call him Butler. He's my family's assistant. His name is well, you can call him Harold. His real name's but that's
Is
a
that
little bit hard to
Was
pronounce.
that in Abyssal?
Yeah, it was.
So he'll just go.
I like this one. You can say my name right.
We'll have to. We'll try with other people. You're not very nice for being my butler.
I am the family's butler.
So, your family's butler is a toad.
Well, I mean, it's a closet. He can look like a toad if you'd want him to. Harold, look like a toad real quick.
Oh. Well.
That's not Harold. Bat form.
That
See?
is cool.
It's pretty cool.
And
Just doing this to see how many weird noises I can make, huh?
Harold
Yeah.
Centipede.
That lands and becomes a very...
What a mess.
Well,
Uh,
and he'll just kind of, Velar hands will disappear into the shrub, and then he'll just start scratching the scrub, like petting it.
Fella, have you spent too much time around the Sky Rock?
No.
There's a sky rock? And the eyes... whoop.
This is Honeycomb.
Very nice to meet you. And it holds out a leaf.
Very nice to meet you as well, Honeycomb.
The voice in my head said to grow shrubs, so I did.
Fella, I'm sorry, the voice in your head?
Yes, there is a divine sounding woman that speaks to me almost every day.
Right.
Cled behind Lewin has a concerned look on his face.
Fella, did you hit your head really hard in that river that we were back there?
No, this has been happening since I got on the boat. So I just assumed the boat was haunted.
Boat's haunted.
We should tell, if the boat is haunted, we need to tell the captain right away.
Elizabeth is definitely the one haunting it, just tormenting everyone. She's like, you don't want to listen to me? I'll show you.
I think it is fine.
All right, Vala, but we're gonna circle back to this after we're not looking for treasure and trying to get paid for our piracy.
Yes. And then he'll look at him. You shall also wrap up. No one needs to recognize you. So he'll just take some of his like bandages. Oh, you're killing me. Oh, cute. Oh, it's like he'll just take some of his arm bandages and replace it with new ones on his arm, but the old ones he just wraps around the shrub, so it looks like a mummy shrub. Isn't it cute?
Why's yours so cute? Why aren't you cute?
Serve your family. Cute is not really in our job description.
That's fair.
Well, yeah, you got a
Valid.
point there. All right, come on. We're going on a trip.
Cute is not in the contract.
It's not in the contract. It is now properly evening, but there's a full moon, so there's enough light on the beach that it's still you can still see pretty easily. Although the map did assume you'd get here in daytime. It's fine. But the crew lowers a boat for you to go ashore, and you get in, and the Skyrock's still in the captain's pack, right?
Yes. Like it's like wrapped in parchment and stuff. It's in like a cloth bag or something.
You've got a glittery swarm of minnows following you.
Yeah, she kind of expects sea life and all life to be following her. So
Yep.
this makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, she just takes the group that is here, and whichever crew member was like the best at digging, basically. That wasn't necessary in case someone decided to attack the ship while we were just on this little coast. Because I had this all planned out. It's gonna go perfectly, basically.
Who's the best at digging?
Perfectly.
Well, you know.
Oh, your dwarf,
All planned
Golden
out.
Mall. Absolutely Golden Mall, who is
Sweet.
not what I have a character art for, because there's 20 people on your ship. But Golden Mall is happy for any chance to get off the ship. They do not like the water, why they signed up to be a pirate. No one's yet been able to work that out. Digging, 100% their thing.
Yeah, Gold Mall's there with us.
And they are clinging to the side of the boat the entire time because it's who's rowing the rowboat? Yeah.
Definitely Lewin and Valar.
Yeah.
Lewin has Harold holding on to one side of the oars and then is like rather lazily using mage hand on the one end of the oar. Doing it.
Do I see him doing that?
Yes. I think that the closet is not large enough to push an oar, so you're going in slow circles.
So Valar would just reach over and just whack.
Ow! 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 Okay, I'm doing it.
You straighten out and
You're doing great, Lewin.
This is hard.
I didn't realize I gave him a dad like.
You'll be okay, Lewin. You're doing great.
Oh no!
I'm glad you're here.
I'm not right now. I'm very grateful for everything you've done, but I hate this captain.
The price of treasure.
And you pull up to the island. The moon's honestly lovely, all very very peaceful, and you can consult the map. And yeah, sure enough, this is a very small island. It's really just like a spire of rock, some shrubs. And sure enough, you find the spot on the beach where you think that Captain A's treasure is buried.
Wherever the X marked the spot.
The X marks the spot.
Elizabeth also has like a very small chest underneath her arm. Like it's very, very tiny. But, you know, there's something inside. Yes, Applestock?
What you got there?
Hope the mall starts digging.
It's a gift for Captain A. It is not a nice gift. Yes, Applestock.
No. You go for Lewin first.
Yes, Lewin.
I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page for what you would like us to do should Captain A arrive while we're digging.
Well, that depends on what she does. If she wants to talk about it, I'll be glad to talk about it with her. And if not, well, then we'll kill her.
It's
Right.
my face.
Yes, Applestock?
Is what's in that box there you're holding gonna kill her?
I sure hope so.
You're real intense right now. Which is like the vibe that you like for, but perhaps maybe you should think this through maybe a little bit.
I have thought about this for years.
And that's fair. But how would you feel if something real bad happened to her?
Oh, I'd feel so good. I would feel incredible.
Oh my god. There is a as something is underneath where Golden Ball is digging. Captain,
Get it out.
and then behind you,
Oh no.
you hear a sort of a rattling sound. And then
Like
the sand,
snakes?
no,
No.
like bones.
Do I
I
get
would
a
be-
whiff of something being within 30 feet of us?
Is it a trap?
Um,
Because with my study deliberation, I did say to be prepared for all traps and tricks since I know Sophia so well.
I think this is probably not something that surprises you. No, although you didn't know she had a necromancer on staff. That sounds like bones. And what kind of thing? They are within 30 feet of you. What kind of thing can you sense?
It says I automatically know when there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey fiend, or undead creature within 30 feet.
Aha, yep. There's undead.
Although it says no, I don't know which type technically. I just know that something is there.
Something is there, and it's climbing up. But I reckon that because between the preparation and the sensing, that you get a round of attacks before the skeletons.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'll kill them all.
And let me.
Hey, does anyone else hear like a xylophone kind of sound going on here?
Golden Maul, get that chest out. Everybody else, draw your weapons.
Go ahead and roll your initiatives. We'll do a round, and then I will, as they climb, as they dig their way out.
If I roll a nat 20, can I get 2 rounds of attacks?
Ooh.
No.
Do you want us to roll for familiars, or do you want to roll for familiars?
Do familiars operate on a separate initiative from you?
They do.
It's it's up to the DM usually. I usually just go with they operate on the character's turn because it's easier that way. But like whatever you want to do, make it fancy.
I usually have them operate on your turn because it's usually easier. They're usually
Gotcha.
working in concert with you, so that feels prudent.
Cool.
I almost rolled in at 20. I didn't.
You didn't, but you almost did.
I rolled a 2 on the dice. So that is not great.
We had our dexterity,
4.
right?
That's a 4.
Yes, and they are considered to have half cover until they dig themselves out.
Interesting.
Oh, they're like coming out of the ground.
Yes. You think this was a, well, break glass in case of emergency collection of bones underneath the ground that
They're skeletons. We'll be fine. We just leveled up.
you just leveled up. Get a
We're
chance to
strong.
see what. But yeah, they are pretty raggy. What are folks' initiatives?
Elizabeth got a 4.
Ooh, I got a 17.
Dirty 20.
I got a 9.
I hope the skeletons all roll in that one. That would be awesome.
Well, you get one round of them being they're strictly speaking, they're spending their action to dig themselves out of the ground. And then I will roll their initiative. So interesting.
So that means Applestock goes first.
Yes, it does.
It does. Alrighty. My map's all funky. I can't see a thing. I'm gonna measure these things out. Okay. I'm gonna go. Can I see this one right here? Right here, the one that's like 20 feet from me.
Yep. You can see little piles of sand and arms coming up.
Good. I am going to go ahead and bonus action hide in this little shrubbery, I think, like right here.
A shrubbery. Sorry.
Yeah, bonus action hide in that little shrubbery, and take my little short bow, and I'm gonna shoot at it. Yeah. And you said they have half cover right now,
They
so
do have half cover.
would that put me at a disadvantage for that, or
No,
okay?
They get a +2 to their AC,
Okay,
dex
great.
saves, and if they try to hide, they're not trying to hide, but
Okay,
they will
great.
do.
Awesome.
And if you're
Straight
in that
roll.
shrubbery, I reckon you also have half cover.
Okay, great. Oh, did you want me to roll for hiding as well?
If you want to, because I think that you can do that as a bonus action, and then it'll give you advantage on your shot, right?
Yes, yeah. I believe so. So for hiding, okay, that's not bad. What's my stealth? What is my stealth? I add my proficiency to that. So that's a 16. And then is stealth, that's dexterity, right?
Yep.
Okay, then that's a +4, so dirty 20 for hiding.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then my roll to hit was a 22 to hit with the short bow.
Yes, that will absolutely hit.
Great, wonderful, awesome. Okay, and since I'm hiding, I get my sneak attack. And with my new archetype stuff, I get the ability backstab. So instead of D6s for my sneak attack, I get 2d8s.
Ooh.
Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll my d6 for my short bow. Oh, that's a 6. And then
Oh,
my
boy.
D8. Okay, that's a 2. And another D8. That's a 4. Okay. So that's 12 points of damage. And then I add my for like rolling. And then I add my dexterity modifier to that as well because it's a ranged weapon. So that's going to be 16 points of damage.
The skeleton explodes. Just little fragments of bone go flying everywhere as your arrow collides directly with its skull.
I'm all done now. Y'all go ahead.
Valor, tough act to follow here.
Valar and Lewin, if they choose, can benefit, since they're both within 10 feet of me, from my Gambling General Daring Assault feature. If they want, they can make an attack roll with a -5 penalty. And if it hits, they'll get an extra 2d6 damage on top of whatever they normally would get. They don't have to, but they can. The option is there.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, I think you add your proficiency bonus to your damage as well. Not that it matters, you super killed it.
I did super kill it. Yeah, that's then 18.
Yeah, oh, it's so dead. It's fragments of bone, literally.
It explodes even more.
It explodes by an extra 2 points.
Yeah.
Valar.
Okay. Okay. They're all. These are like undead skeletons, yes?
Yes.
So he'll just kind of walk over to this one. Prove I should have enough movement to do so. And he'll just look at the skeleton. He goes, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do. And then he just takes his chopping hand, turns it into metal, and just and then shining light goes along with him. I'm gonna smite with this attack.
Yes.
Yes, I get to do some hero stuff. Smite, 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 smite. Let's roll it for a hit, shall we? This will be an unarmed strike, so that'll be +1. I got in 19 +1, so 20.
Yep, that'll hit as well.
Okie dokie. So I am going to do a good old smitey poo here. So that will be 1d8. I can do this twice.
Smitey poo?
A smitey poo.
Don't like that.
So the damage it automatically does 2 bludgeoning damage. But if this attack need to be magical, that's why I use my cantrip to turn my hand to metal. I will be rolling a d8 to see what I get with my smite. I got an 8. Look at that.
Hey.
So altogether, 10 damage.
You almost hit its head. Instead, you catch its shoulder, and one of its arms falls off, and several of its rib cages fracture. Several of its ribs fracture. It doesn't have multiple rib cages. But it is still trying to crawl out of the ground towards you. It looks really, it's only got one arm left. It's trying its best.
As just a bonus action, I'm just going to like slowly try to push it back in.
No.
No. You belong in the ground. Bad skeleton. I believe it says for my little scrub buddy, they can make an attack. When you take the attack as you can forego one of your own attacks to I can only have one attack. I would just like him to just scream at it. A very terrifying cute scream. Good job. Just that's about it. Oh, I love them so much.
Lewin.
So Lewin is gonna turn to Harold on his shoulder, and he's gonna say, "Harold, we're under attack. Keep an eye out for anyone else."
I had noticed. Are you asking Harold to make a perception check?
So I was gonna have Harold ask him to go into bat form and fly up to a high ground and see if there was anyone else like coming at our position.
Gotcha. Yeah. Just another cloud of smoke. Now it takes off your shoulder.
Gonna yell, "Stay relatively close." I don't think he can go that
You
far on
can't
a small island.
see it, but you know the bat's rolling its eyes.
Can sense it. And then I will yeah, I'm just gonna use my Eldritch Blast on the skeleton right in front of me. That is a natural 1.
Oh, something landed in your eye. You think it was bird? Was it bird poop? And then you hear, "Sorry, bat forms when they take off. It's a biological response."
Harold! And then I know I can't hide as a bonus action, but I am gonna put a little bit of distance between me and the skeleton guy and go back into the woods here.
Reasonable. That could have gone better.
Damn it, Harold. Yep, that's all I can do.
Captain.
Incredible. I am going to move. I'm going to move. Hold on. I'm going to move here. Sort of on a. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. I'm just going to move right in front of it then. Cool. And I am going to use my bonus action first to use my feature Mark Foe. So I am going to choose the skeleton that Lewin just missed with my Mark Foe. Because my allies, I don't benefit from this, but my allies, so a creature I can see within 30 feet until the start of my next turn. Creatures able to hear or see me gain an expertise die on attacks made against that creature.
Excellent.
So
And that
Elizabeth
was
just kind of points like,
this one, right?
yes. Elizabeth just kind of points at it and says, target that one. And then she's got her axe, and I'm going to use one of my combat maneuvers, my new one from level 3, Dangerous Strikes, which is an action. When I activate this maneuver, I take the attack action and make a weapon attack. It works on any extra attacks I would normally have, but I don't have them yet. Until the start of my next turn, all of my weapon attacks score a crit on a roll of 19 or 20. So not a guarantee to do anything other than waste an exertion point, but you know. And then I'm gonna just take a big ol' swingy swing at this skeleton. I rolled an 18.
Ah!
Oh no.
If I had another thing, I can go as low as a 17 if I have other feats that improve the number I can crit on. So I was this close.
We're so close.
It's fine.
I'm very much gonna hit the skeleton.
Yeah, I'm only deeply scarred emotionally from that. So it's an 18 plus my proficiency, which is, well, it's an 18 plus actually plus 3, so 11. 21. Sorry.
I was gonna say that's not how maths.
Nope.
Yeah, that's super hitting.
Okay, and then it's a D12 plus that same plus 3, I think. That's a D12. I rolled a 10 on my D12 damage. So I do 13 slashing damage
Ooh.
to this skeleton in front of me.
You sever its vertebrae. And its top half falls, twitching. And its legs are still stuck in the sand. And then it stops moving.
Hell yeah. It worked. That worked out. That is the best damage I've rolled all campaign. Also the highest number I think I've rolled on an attack all campaign.
Are you using the D20?
Oh yeah, I used my special. I got this for my Play Ball Kickstarter that failed. It's a hand-painted baseball D20. The camera doesn't.
Want to focus on it, but it's really cool.
It is very cool.
Now the 3 remaining skeletons roll initiative because they have officially freed themselves from the
Natural one.
Natural one.
Please.
Natural one.
Please.
Well, there's 3 of them, so I just tried to change tabs on my laptop to find something on my that was working great. No, not a natural 1, but super great.
As long as it's less than a 4 total, it's fine.
I'd love to say that was a thing for you.
Oh,
It's fine. They'll be dead. One more round. One more.
on this track we are on, maybe.
Wow, depends on how I win. But no one beat Applestock's 20, that's for sure. So Applestock, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna use my little bonus action to hide, like right about here. So I'm gonna move right. Move me, please. Thank you. Yes. Sorry, just talking to my brain. So I'm gonna hide. And that's gonna be 19 to hide.
Yeah, they're skeletons. They're not the most observant.
Great, awesome. They don't have eyeballs.
They don't have eyeballs.
And then I'm going to shoot. Okay. That's gonna be a 16.
That'll hit. I don't have to say I'm
Great.
interested in them anymore.
And since I am hiding, I get my sneak attack, which is 2d8. And a 68. Or no, not 68. A d6.
I was gonna say
Okay.
60, it's a lot.
That would be. Okay, so d6 rolled a 3, then I got a 4, and then I got a 5. So that's 12 to roll, and then plus my dexterity and my proficiency.
Proficiency is 2.
That's 18.
Oh my goodness. And which one are you
18.
aiming at?
So,
one
I was aiming at the
flag
one
or-
by the rocks. This one right over. Hang on. This one right here.
All right, cool. That is what I thought. It is, unsurprisingly, super dead. Another, like, just cluster of bones comes, just poof. And little bone shards fall, and wow. Even, like, Golden Mall, where they are digging, and at this point they probably have got a chest, more or less visible in the hole.
Yes. Yes. Treasure.
Looks up to be like,
Wow, these guys are so easy to
Scrapyard.
hit. It's humorous.
All right.
oh,
It's been really nice being part of this campaign, everybody.
Oh boy.
oh dear.
I was in for a good ribbon.
All right.
Oh Lord, I should have expected that.
Oh, God.
All the puns.
I can never play this game again.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I think we just all have a bone to pick with Gabby now.
Okay.
Ah.
I just want to kill some skeletons, please.
Well, it's Valor's turn next. Your bat calls down to you. I don't see anything on the horizon, Master Lewin.
Okay. My turn, yes?
Yes.
All right, sorry, but why did I mix those up? The bat does call it down, but yes, Valor. It's Valor's turn.
Please tell me my little shrub is still going. So cute.
Your little shrub's going.
Yes, you're scary. Good job. Now for you. It's just like he'll look down at the skeleton.
It has one rusted sword in its remaining arm.
I'm going to use. Ooh, I get to use a new spell. I'm gonna use Divine Favor.
Ooh.
The casting time is 1 bonus action. You imbue divine power into your strikes until the spell ends. You deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage with your attacks or weapon attacks. Okay, so I will take out my trusty old axe, my hand axe, and try and hit it. I will use Alter Strike once again, my handy dandy cantrip, to make my thing into a all steel hand axe, and I'll just bring it down on top of this skeleton.
Nice.
Okay,
Incredible.
here we go. Boom. Oh, my dice flew off my desk. And that would be a good. What is plus to hit it? Where is it? Where is it? I scrolled right past it. I'm smart. That would be a. I'm still haven't found it. Plus 3, so 12 plus 3, 12, 13, 14, 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Woot
You're
woot.
selling it like laterally across the part of the rib cage that you just sheared off.
Okay, 1d6 of damage here. That would be a 3 points of damage plus 1d4 of radiant damage. So that would be 5 altogether. I rolled a 2 on a d4.
It's enough. The
Yay.
axe comes down, shatters the spine. The skeleton falls, twitching, and then the magic dissipates and it falls apart.
Yeah. You die.
And the 2 skeletons that rolled between Valor and Lewin are both dead now. There's just one left. Which
I will take my 30 feet of movement and start making my way to the other skeleton, walking very mincingly with my shrub, with my honeycomb just going, ah. Oh, I can make it right up to it. Look at that. Boom.
Look at that.
30.
Lewin.
I'm gonna call to Captain Flynn and say, Captain, Harold doesn't see anything on the horizon line.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot at the last skeleton that Captain Flynn had marked.
Yes.
And I get an expertise die on that?
You get an expertise die on that.
Yes.
1d4.
That is 18 total.
Oh, that will hit. Yes.
Yeah.
Much better. Recovery.
for just 1 plus 3, 4 points of damage.
Tragic. It like breaks through some ribs, but not in a way that would be enough to cause any like major structural damage. Went out the back without connecting.
And then I'm going to at least move up to Goldmane in the pit so that I can be there to maybe help him.
Golden Maul.
Golden Maul.
Although we now need a crew member named Goldmane.
Yeah, that's a great name.
Like a Goliath or something, or like a lion-looking fella.
Where lion? I have a ongoing headcanon that how dwarves braid their beards is actually what indicates gender, so they have a much more expansive set of genders than
I love that.
That's so
Most-
cool.
I
Caleb
drew
did it
that.
totally on the fly for a totally different game, and I was like, that's forever. But that just means that there's a lot more dwarves that would not consider themselves one of these weird human genders.
That's mine now.
I like that.
Yeah, I love it. It's
I
so
love
good.
it.
Please take it. And the one remaining skeleton, not being especially bright, is just going to try and swing out with its short sword at the only thing super close to it, which is Valar. Valar, what's your armor class? But I don't think so.
My armor class is a good old 16.
Oh yeah, no. Nope. Tries really hard and it just like kind of bonks against your bandages.
I'll just look at it and just shake my head.
It tried. It didn't succeed, but it tried. Captain?
Yes. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Incredible. So that Mark Foe is gone now because it's only until the start of my next turn. And this is the start of my next turn.
Yes.
I'm going to move right up into this thing's business. I have 3 exertion points left. Why not? Let's go for it again. I'm going to use Dangerous Strikes again, which is a Razor's Edge combat maneuver, by the way. One of my traditions. And we're shooting for a 19. I mean, I could probably kill it with just a regular attack, but this is more fun.
Go big or go home.
That it's a number right next to 20 on the dice. That is a 14 plus 3, 17.
That'll hit, but
I know, it's sad. Deeply disappointing. That is 9 plus 3, 12 points of slashing damage.
the captain's axe comes down, splitting the skeleton in twain.
So this is what it's like to actually hit in combat.
Like, huh? That was a fun little treasure chest defense. How did she get a necromancer on her crew?
I have an idea.
Go ahead
Cool.
and give yourselves each. No, that's not going to divide evenly because there's 5 of them. Go ahead and give yourselves each 70 XP.
How much?
70.
So
7.
970.
Yep.
Yes, I mathed.
You mathed.
I did. Yay. Applestock is gonna go grab one of their arrows, at least. Because I shot 2, so I only get half of them back.
Correct.
Oh, I just read what you put in the private chat. That's so cute. Anyway, I would like to divine
That's my
sense.
headcanon.
Gabby, would
That's
you like to
right.
share your headcanon with the group because that's really cute?
So honeycomb, I imagine, when they get really angry, they have these little thorns that poke out like a porcupine.
So cute.
It's adorable. I would
I-
die for honeycomb.
Me too.
I would. Oh boy, yes. Everyone will die for my sweet bean.
Harold can go. It's fine.
And Golden
Uh,
Knuckle wipes their brow. Captain. And the chest is up enough to be opened.
Let's get this back to the boat before we open it. Yes.
Captain, you know best in these matters, but if a trap was laid here on the beach for us, is it at least not wise to check the chest to make sure nothing happens when we open it on the ship?
Applestock, check it for traps.
All right, I will do such things. Yeah, I'm gonna check for traps. What would that be?
Go ahead and make an intelligence investigation.
Intelligence
You've got
investigation.
anything that would give you an
Oh yes, I
expertise
have
die.
a yes, I have an expertise die because I have a specialty in trap finding.
Thought you might.
Ooh, okay, that's really good. That's a 19 plus. Where are my D4s? Come here, you triangles, pyramids. I don't know math. We've already established this. A 21.
You don't find any active traps, but the lid of the chest is embedded with 5 runes now dormant, which you think was where the spell to animate those skeletons was stored when one of them was hit with the shovel.
So there were traps, but they have all been activated.
Okay, great. Get it on the dinghy. Let's get it back to the boat.
Pull ropes around it.
Elizabeth puts the little chest, which has like one like sort of loose note that's just kind of folded closed on top of a bunch of piles of old letters. And she just puts it in the hole, kind of buries it herself while everyone else is dragging it back to the dinghy. I DM'd you what the letter, like the note said. So, you know, that's for later if it ever comes up. I'm sure it will.
Well, I'm sure I couldn't comment. And is this all the letters that you've been writing to her?
Yeah. Including, like, there's 2 sort of bundles. There's, like, the nice bundle of all the, like, the sappy, like, sad romantic ones. There's, like, maybe, like, this much of those. And then there's the angry ones, which is, like, almost triple the size. There aren't, like, death threats or anything in them, but more so, like, you know, how could you do this to me, you awful, awful person kind of stuff. But it's fine. Elizabeth also leaves that other letter that I sent you that she was thinking about just sending out
Okay.
in it as well, because she feels like, you know, this is a good explanation. But it's fine. It's great. No one will ever know.
This chest honestly stuffed with letters, like honestly kind of probably overflowing at this point. Yep. Click. And Goldemo very, very politely helps you bury it without looking at it once.
Goldmall's a good good pirate. I'm gonna make sure Gold Maul gets a slightly better share since he did all the digging.
While they're reburying the chest, would I be able to search the skeletons for maybe like clues from where they were or where they might have been going, or just anything I might like be able to find?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, can I help? I like pointing out the runes and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. And with my It Takes a Village, if you want, you can not only have advantage, but you can also get an expertise die on that as well.
Nice. So
I can't wait to open this chest.
the
If
first
it's
one's
empty,
a
I'm so mad.
That's a 20. Oh wait, no, I get an expertise die. 26.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. So you think that these were summoned by magic, but the bones themselves, you think were of some kind of crew that got marooned here a long time ago. Because, it's all well good to animate dead, but you got to have some dead to animate.
Gotcha.
So crew was marooned here.
She planted dead bodies. Fascinating.
Then I will maybe as we're getting back on the dinghy and rowing back towards the ship so as to get off of the island, but I want to have a word with the captain when we get a second.
Yeah, Elizabeth is doing that thing that every historical figure who's ever been painted on a dinghy or like a rowboat ever, she's just like standing there like staring, like 1 foot kind of up, like hands on her like hips or whatever, like staring out, and she just like turns to you. What is it, Loon?
Captain, so the whole necromancy thing, that really seems more like what I'd expect out of my family from what you were saying about Captain A and your travels with them. And quite honestly, I don't see Applestock traveling with people who would raise dead bodies like that. Does this seem right to you? Do you know?
Applestock. Were there any necromancers on Captain A's ship when you were there?
I do remember someone who liked to just kind of keep cloak on, even when he thought it was often. Honestly, kind of really like, gotta be kind of warm when you're on a ship to like have that black robe on all the time. But she didn't take nicely to you bringing that up.
There was someone on the ship that kind of like wore a cloak a lot. I try to be friends with would I know their pronouns?
Her.
Okay. Yeah, there's someone on the ship that always wore a cloak on, but she did not like me at all. She had like a collection of rats too. It was gross.
Well, Captain A is clearly being manipulated by this cloak-wearing person and doing their bidding. So I imagine we'll run into them soon enough.
I would not like that.
Taking some notes.
has pet rats, but not like the really clean kind, like the ones that seem really sick like all the time. Not a good pet owner whatsoever.
Well, those rats are probably weapons in order to spread disease amongst other pirate crews, to poison their stock. It makes it really easy to take over ships and steal from other pirates or just general sailors and merchants. The way of the sea is not a pretty one. Some crews employ quite vile, underhanded tactics, dishonorable ones. They dishonor the pirate code in that way. And if you see a diseased rat on a ship, it essentially means you're all as good as dead. That's why we never have any rats on our ship, because Valar is incredible at cleaning.
Yes, I now have honeycomb here to eat the rats.
Yeah. I'm sure Harold would enjoy some rat as well.
And
Harold?
Toad, I'm assuming back into Toad form, gives a very enthusiastic. "Rrrt!"
See? Yeah, we'll be fine. When we inevitably run into Captain A and she finds out that we stole whatever is in this chest from her, when we see this cloaked figure, that will be the person we target first. We will kill the cloaked woman first and foremost.
All right. Sounds
Good
good,
deal?
to me.
Good deal.
Good deal. Deal.
The dinghy bunks against the side of the row of the ship and is hoisted up. You're back on your ship with the chest in hand.
I open it immediately.
Inside is quite a few things, actually. I was just like, it's not empty, thank God.
I think Elizabeth would have thrown herself overboard.
Elizabeth would have got this bitch empty. Yeet.
I hope the crystal ball is in there too. Save us some trouble.
Well, most of it's wrapped in like different little bags and such to keep things from bumping against each other. She was always fastidious like that. But you unwrap, one pouch clearly contains coinage, which someone on the crew who's trusted can count.
Elizabeth will count it.
I got it. You also see a what looks to be a green rock that's clearly been carved with some different symbols. And then a couple of little boxes. And at the bottom of the chest, because of its size and shapes, is a breastplate, steel. It also has a little series of runes around the collar.
Okay. I think Elizabeth picks it up and hands it to Lewin. Lewin, you're good with magic, and I told you your job would be magic stuff. Can you figure out what this is? Do you know what these runes are?
Well, let me take a look with my eyes of the rune keeper.
Oh!
I can read any written language or read anything that's written. So I take a look at those runes.
It's magic. The language of magic.
Could I possibly make an Arcana check to see if I...
You absolutely could.
Would that be intelligence?
Yeah, I think so.
That is a 14.
Some kind of glamour, you think. You're not sure on the specifics, but some kind of glamour.
Well, Captain, I haven't seen these exact runes before, but it's definitely enchanted. I can perhaps maybe need a little more time to take a closer look at things.
I think we'll have that over the course of the next few days, sailing back to the Enclave.
Yes, the Enclave of the High Tide on the Twins.
What else is in the chest, oh benevolent DM?
Well, there's two boxes. One's quite small, about the size of a ring box. And the other is larger and more ornate. It seems to have been shaped to kind of, it looks like honestly like the kind of box that would hold like something like the size of a book.
I imagine like the whole crew is like
Oh yeah.
gathered right now,
Oh,
but Elizabeth
yeah.
is the one going through the actual chest.
Yep.
I think she opens the ornate box first.
The
one with the book.
Yeah, you open it up, and yeah, sure enough, inside it is looks to be a journal.
Does it have any like writing on the front or anything?
No, just a bound leather journal.
So if I open it,
It's blank.
I know this is magical somehow. I'm invisible ink or something. Lewin? She tosses the book at Lewin.
Do my rune keeper eyes pick up any hidden writing?
No, the book really does appear to be blank.
Okay. I guess. Can I make another Arcana check?
You can, yes.
Slightly better. That one's a 15.
Would that hour have been like a short rest before?
Yeah.
Can I? Oh no, it's only for me. Never mind. I was gonna say I wanted to try and use my intrepid on Lewin to give them an expertise die, but I can't.
I think
Can't
it
do that.
requires attunement and possibly a keyword to unlock whatever's in this.
Captain, this one you're gonna have to spend a little more time with to really figure out what this one does.
Okay. And the ring box.
You open it up to reveal, well, shockingly, a ring. Really lovely. It's silver, and its stone is carved four super thin sheets of amber to give it the appearance of a dragonfly that's resting on your finger.
Lewin?
All right.
Like Elizabeth is going through this and then just like handing stuff off to Lewin.
Yeah.
Like he was definitely the only one standing like directly next to her.
I'm going to take care to pass things to Valor after I'm done with them.
Oh,
smart. It's like a daisy chain or whatever.
Yep. Yeah. And everyone's keeping it out of Applestock's hands.
Yes. Something will go to Applestock when it's like, oh, this would be perfect for Applestock. But
please, I just want to hold something.
And then he'll take the shrub off his shoulder and just go, here you go.
You're my new friend now.
You have to give him back later.
Of course. And the Applestock's gonna put honeycomb on top of their head.
And I will do it again. I will look over the ring for any inscriptions that I might be able to find, and then see if I can do an Arcana check on it.
Go for it.
Also, if any of these could maybe be done with like a culture check, for example, let me know, because I think Elizabeth would look at them, because you have a specialty in trade, so it probably doesn't apply, but
that one was only a 10.
Maybe I've heard about things being traded that are similar to what are in these boxes. Maybe.
I would say you could make one culture check.
Okay. What did you say, Lewin?
That one was a 10.
Yeah, you have no idea.
You are. This is going.
Except that it also probably requires attunement.
Captain, I would do much better if I had my books and
we're all on the boat.
Yeah, the crew's like clustered around.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We've got time. But if you can figure it out right away, that's also good. That would help us save time.
And the one last thing in the box is that green crystal.
A green crystal.
Yes.
I think without even needing to think about it, Elizabeth hands it to Valar. Because she's seen whatever's like grafted onto his hand.
Yeah.
So this feels like something for Valar. Whatever it is. She knows, she just kind of has a gut feeling that it's not like just a fancy gem that is worth a lot of money. There's just a vibe. So she hands it to Valar.
Do I
Yeah.
know what this is?
You pick it up and it's a holy symbol. You're not sure to what deity. But it's a holy symbol and it's got something imbued within it.
Okay. Does it matches the one that's grafted in the back of his hand?
I mean, it's similar. It's probably not identical, but it's similar.
I mean, like in size wise,
Yes,
If-
size-wise, maybe a little smaller.
a little smaller. Okay. So he'll just go, well, this will be painful later.
All right. I think Elizabeth is going to make a culture check on the ring. She's going to do it on the ring because if she can figure out what the ring is for, she can pretty much discern what is kind of best for who. The ring is the only one that's kind of like, is it Applestock or Lewin for some reason? Would I be able to use my specialty?
Specialty in trade, yeah.
Okay. And what stat? Charisma? Please.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Because I rolled a 15 on the die. I get I think I have a +4 charisma, which would make it 19, plus proficiency, 21, plus the 3 on my expertise die, 24.
Yeah, now that you think about it, you recall hearing stories of Fae on these isles who commune with, well, insects in general, but dragonflies in particular, particularly giant dragonflies. And you think that this ring would maybe allow its wearer to summon something dragonfly.
Do I get the sense that that is better for Applestock, Lewin, or Valar? Or is it kind of a free-for-all?
I could see a case being made for probably either of the two ranged people.
All right. She takes the ring and tosses it to Applestock.
Oh.
I think you're going to be able to summon dragonflies or something if you attune to that ring.
Ooh, I do like dragonflies. I used to chase them a lot with my family. And Applestock slides the ring on. Dragonfly.
Lewin, the book is yours.
Yes, I'd like to take a further look at it in my study.
And I'll take the breastplate. And then I guess there's probably just like money and stuff.
Yes,
Like
there's a
just
bag of coins, which you would have to take probably quite some time to count. Until
I've got all night.
got all night to count out 1,250 golds.
Oh, that's incredible. Okay, so it's 1,250. I imagine she would take 200 of that for like the crew. The other 50 specifically for Golden Mall, for doing all the digging. and then the other 1,000 she would split with Lewin, Applestock, Valar, and herself. So they would each get 325.
Oh,
Yo, the math skills? Elite.
That was
Applestock
right
is
because
rich.
I lost the thread of that thoroughly.
Well, I mean, there's 1,000 left, and there's 4 of us, so 300. No, that's
No,
wrong. I did
it's
my math
250.
wrong.
It's gotta be
It's
250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yes.
much?
Now.
250.
Speak now. That's wrong, chat.
500, 750, 1,000. Yeah, 250.
250? Dope.
I was still factoring in like the 1,200 in my brain.
Which is impressive because I don't know how to done that.
My math still would have been wrong,
Yeah,
but
so wrong.
I tried to do it way
With
too
confidence. I was like, this is fine.
Yeah. I definitely wasn't just trying to roll up more money.
And I imagine that by the time that this has you counted it all and stacked up all the piles, because that takes a while. Applestock, you've been thinking about dragonflies really hard for about an hour, and suddenly you have dragonfly wings on your back.
Oh man, that's awesome.
They give you a glide speed of 60 feet. So it's as if you were flying, but you can only travel horizontally or slightly downward.
Oh, as soon as Applestock gets the wings, she's gonna climb up to the top of the mast and just glide down.
Oh, it's so fun. You are assuming that these have a recharge or a something, but oh my god, these are so fun.
Does Valar realize that that's Applestock, or is it an actual dragonfly?
It's Applestock with dragonfly wings.
What can I roll to ignore that?
I must
I'm
swoop
kidding,
down
I'm kidding.
specifically for Beach Petal.
He'll just like watch with his strub on his shoulder. He
For
just go,
some reason, Applestock is inclined just to like keep their arms out like this, like a flying squirrel, even though they don't have to.
you do know you have wings, yes?
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
What is that? What?
I love that movie unironically.
Me too.
I cry every time.
And Lewin, what have you been doing with the notebook?
I think I would take it back to my little room, and try to look it over, try to see if I can, like, if there's any hidden meanings or like any invisible ink. I think I would also take the little box to see if maybe like the keyword was written or kept anywhere on the box.
You don't see it.
Okay.
I think Elizabeth is just gonna kind of hang out with this breastplate before bed.
Hanging out with a breastplate before bed. That's a sentence and a half.
There's holy symbol thingy. Would I be, if I'm looking at, would I be able to tell what deity it is? Just by like examining it for a while.
You don't technically have to tune to a holy symbol. You just use it, right?
Yep. I interpret that he doesn't remember how the holy symbol, like crystals in his hand, appeared there or got there. He's just been using it since it's been there. So he's very unaware of exactly what it does.
Oh boy, what if I just gave Valar some like super cursed deity? Oh, that'll be awesome.
I
It's for
mean,
the
yeah. No, your best guess is that it's for Eresis,
This is
who's the god of the land. And that rune at the bottom, that looks, well, it's some kind of magic, you think?
He just sit there thinking, rubbing his like eyebrows. And at this point, I'm assuming we're back on the boat, so he has taken all the wraps off. And if no one's there, I'm not going to describe anything.
Oh, so sneaky.
I'm not describing nothing of what's under all the bandages, even the ones that's on his chest. I have taken all of them off. But I'm not describing nothing because no one is there unless somebody just walk in like I was talking. Or Louis. But his door is usually always open. He never really closes it because he cleans a lot. So he's always out and open. So as he just like sitting there, he's looking at the holy symbol thinking, and then when he realized that, he goes, maybe that's who's in my head. And then he's just gonna go for the holy symbol in his hand and just
Oh, that's nasty, I'm sure.
Yo, yeah, no, it hurts a lot. And he's just like, ow. And he's just gonna take the other one and just
And yeah, a little healing magic later. It's fixed. And yeah.
Just lay on hands, 5 points.
Yep. Okay, that's better. And you think this gives you the ability to impose your will a bit more in the form of a once-a-day command spell.
Woo!
Amazing.
I love how I immediately thought of using this to prank Applestock back.
Oh my
I don't know why though.
But
I love
unless Lewin's testing out any particular words or attuning to the journal.
Yeah, that's I would like to attune to it if that's an option. I might also call for Harold and have Harold help me.
I love that you keep using Harold every chance you get.
Oh yeah,
Lewin
absolutely.
is lazy.
You attune to the book. You open it up, and instead of opening pages, it opens to a compartment in which is a scrap of paper. And you immediately recognize this scrap of paper as being the true name of some creature. I mean, that's kind of your family's thing. But it's the true name of a creature. And I'll put the name in our private chat so you could figure out how that's pronounced.
Sneaky. I'm gonna do that next time. What is that? I'm not attempting that. I'm out. That's all you, Kurt.
Does the name like translate or mean anything with the rune keeper eyes, or is it just the name?
You think it's an Afriti name.
Afriti name. Okay. And how big is the compartment of? Is it just like a hollowed out book, or is it like a?
It looks like a hollowed out book, yes, with a scrap of paper inside it.
Oh, interesting.
Indeed.
I'm gonna keep the. Do I want to read it? I'll keep the piece of paper in the book for now, and just shut it, and maybe do some research on that.
Maybe do some research on that. And that's as good of a chance we're going to get for a 5-minute beverage and bathroom break. So we'll be back in 5 as our crew journey is back. Oh, and there was the crystal ball. The crystal ball was in there. I forgot to narrate that because it's not fun loot for you. But there absolutely was the crystal ball in there.
Okay. Oh, the crystal ball. Also, we got it. Cool.
You
Okay.
got the crystal ball. I
Yeah.
realized I forgot to say that because I spent a lot of time being like, ooh, what's fun loot for everyone?
Yeah,
And,
we set sail immediately back to the Enclave.
And we shall return in 5 of the events of that journey. We'll be right back. throws it back. Sure, that's the right back in.
So now
Yes.
that they'll lose. Oh.
No, whatever you're about to know. I don't know what you were planning, but no.
I'm back now. It's okay. I've
But-
deterred Applestock's plans.
Yes.
But yes, you get a nice long rest under sail as the crew got just barely enough crew to not have to like stop sailing at night because people need to sleep. And after a few days of, it's mostly uneventful except for a posse of sharks that start following you, much as the dolphins did, but much more alarming. Cled, needless to say, is very anxious about this. He is not, Captain, there's sharks!
It's fine, Cled.
But
Elizabeth assumes she would have to attune to the breastplate.
let me check that actually.
She's wearing it now as her armor instead of the sort of padded leather armor. So.
It does not actually require attunement.
Oh,
As
so
a
I just don't know
bonus.
what it does.
So it
Well, no, you do.
Oh, great.
Because when you put it on and you think about your padded leather armor that you had on before, it turns to look like your previous padded leather armor.
Okay.
And then you think and focus, and after a little playing around with it, you can, in fact, make it appear to be any other kind of armor you'd like, any other set of clothing.
Okay.
It seems to be quite detailed, in fact.
I'll have to think about what I want it to look like. I guess for now, Elizabeth looks about the same that she normally would. And you said it was a steel breastplate,
It's
right?
a steel breastplate, yes.
Okay. So I now have a disadvantage on stealth checks.
Mhm.
You got the eight for all the hiding that the captain's been doing.
That's
Um,
fair.
Will we get a long rest during this time?
Yes,
Or-
you get several long rests
Yeah.
on your way back. You don't encounter many other ships. You do pass the pirate ship coming out of the Enclave as you're coming in. You know, there's some haze, and wait, don't I know you from the? Yeah, hey, how you doing? How's Wanda? Yeah, like yelled across the open seas by your crew and the other crew.
I think Elizabeth makes the breastplate just seem like an even better coat.
Yeah.
Still no sleeves because she's got all the tattoos on her arms and everything. But it's not like just like a plain solid color anymore. I think it's like it sort of plays with the emerald because she's got like the emerald hair and stuff. So she's got like this like almost glittering, like it's like a faint glimmer on like the coat that goes super long, like down or whatever. The buttons are this just very shiny sort of like gold. And the collar kind of comes like it's like kind of a high collar almost that like comes around. And there's on the back like in like almost like a faint little gold inlay down towards the bottom, just a few birds like flying up like from the bottom of it, sort of like curving, arcing like upwards.
That's amazing.
Yeah. A coat truly worthy of a pirate captain.
Yeah. Oh, and it doesn't. You find you're able to manipulate elements of your hat. Your boots. Oh, it's a
The hat
full
is
body effect.
The hat is incredible.
Oh, the hat's so good,
It's all-
I'm sure.
Like the whole outfit is just so incredible. And she knows exactly what it may do or may not do to certain individuals if they were to ever see how incredible she looked.
Amazing. So yes, without any crises while you have all this treasure aboard, which is probably just as well, you arrive back at the Enclave, which looks much the same as it has in your previous visits. Some new ships in port, of course, some new stands on the wharf, and yeah.
There's a shipwright here somewhere, right?
Yes.
I think Elizabeth, one of the first things before she sort of let anybody go off and do their own thing in town, she'd like get off the boat, talk to the shipwright about doing some like repairs and stuff. How much would that cost?
That's a great question, because we talked about strongholds potentials, which means I have to do some measuring real fast.
Right now I want to get it in a good enough shape for it to be a haven for sure while we're docked.
Makes sense. It's a decent amount of work. You think it's going to cost you about 400 gold just to get, like, there's some bunks that have holes in them, and like they'll spruce up the kitchen. Cled's like breathing down your neck. They'll spruce up the kitchen.
Was there? Okay, I think Elizabeth would have brought Valar with her because she knows Valar is bad with money or doesn't care about money. And she'll like look in her coin purse because she's got 304 gold right now. Valar, will you chip in to help fix the ship?
Valar is muted.
I don't know.
This is the most suspenseful pause.
Uh-oh. Nah.
Hey,
yeah, so Elizabeth turns to Valar. The repairs are going to be 400. I've got 300. I know I just paid you a bunch of money. Will you chip in to get the boat repaired? So that, you know, if you rest on it, maybe it'll make you feel better.
I don't really like the concept of money.
I will take your entire share.
I will not do that. I made a mistake last time, and you would not give it back. You can take 800 gold.
Ask for it back. You gave me how much?
100.
100? Okay. Cool. Then I will have 4 gold remaining as I pay for the repair. And if we're lucky, we'll get some maybe money from Ella for returning the crystal ball. That would be awesome. Yeah, so she kind of takes care of that. She's going to need to get more money to hire more crew. But at least the crew she has is going to be happy because they got money. They got part of the treasure. They should be fine. They should be happy.
Oh, they are literally waiting for you to let them off the ship.
Yeah.
If this would make you happy, I don't like that you don't have money, Captain. You can take another 100 for yourself.
Valar, you continue to make bad choices, and I really appreciate you for it.
You-
She absolutely takes the money. That was most of what Valar had gotten as his share, but that's fine. Elizabeth goes back on the boat. Stay close by. 24 hours for sure. 48 more than likely. I'll give you 72. 72
I
hours.
can.
But be ready to leave at 48 if need be. So that third day, just be nearby.
In one ear out the other, they're off.
Yep.
Um,
I can't afford to leave without them.
honey. Valar over the couple days, made Honeycomb like a little hoodie, like a black sheeted hoodie. So like he just goes, Applestalk, hold Honeycomb still,
You got it.
and he's just affixing this little hoodie to Honeycomb.
Why do I have to wear this? I thought I was a plant.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
sticking branches to the sleeve. Huh. You really like putting clothes on me, don't you?
Yes, and I also found a bow. Take a and just affix it to the shrub.
Oh my god.
You are cute now.
I'm cute now.
Yes, you already was cute, but you are now cuter.
I'm cuter. And your shrub is like, the leaves are turning like extra green.
Ooh, I got a good idea.
Yes.
Lewin, do you have a big old cloak or something that I could borrow real quick?
Sure, yes.
Alright.
And I'll take out some of my cold weather gear, my cold weather cloak, and I'll pass it to you.
I'm gonna put Honeycomb on my head, and then I'm gonna put the cloak on, and then close it over my head.
You could get to an R-rated movie like that.
Yes.
I can now see plays that my parents would not let me see. Well, actually, I am able to see those plays now. I am technically old enough. However, sometimes they don't let me because I'm too short.
I'll
Wait.
make sure they let you in the future, Applestock.
You
Oh,
said
thanks. No, I'm
technically
Honeycomb.
you,
All
said-
And the leaves push open the cloak. Honeycomb.
Or is it Honeystock? Or it could be Applecomb. That could be our duo name.
apple code.
So, as much as I would love to let the three of you roam free, we're going back to the witch.
Okay.
Lewis, like a foot off the ship, like.
This time, be prepared to get jumped by the shadow.
I can do a better job.
This time,
He just kind of not because he rarely looks angry, but when Captain says that, he just gives them a very stanky look.
Stanky.
Yeah,
So, he
Elizabeth
just goes,
completely unfazed.
the squinty eyes.
Actually, as you step off the boat,
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
you hear a familiar voice.
Oh no.
It's Pavel.
Oh, thank God.
Huh.
Oh, I thought it was going to be so much worse than that.
Beach pedal? Yeah, I know a beach pedal. He's right over there.
Oh, that's not good. That's much worse than I thought it was about to be.
Valar, with all the raps, he
I
just goes,
thought it was bad.
And you look up across the marketplace by the docks to see an elf with a long braid and a familiar. and hostile look.
Do they look like Valar in any way?
I mean, they're both elves.
So, but there's no like family resemblance.
You don't think so?
Do I
Okay.
know their Do I know their name? Once I recognize them.
Yes, Malvar. He's the one that's been
No.
hunting you.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, shoot! Oh no! So Valar would just kind of Captain,
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I will now be partaking in the running
Hold on. Why?
because really quickly, I'm being hunted and I don't know why, and that is the man that has been hunting me. He
Oh,
almost killed me and my 3 friends, and I'm going to run now.
I'll just kill him.
Nope, mate.
The bounty hunter Malvar in question is approaching, and I think regardless of how this happens, this is the time that we roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Like Valar started turning in the other direction towards the end of the dock, I guess. Elizabeth taking the axe, like just okay, here we go.
And
The last time I encountered him did not go really well for me.
I did a fun thing with dynamic lighting because you are in a crowded marketplace, so
Ooh.
I'm trying to get it set up so that I can see what all of you can see without seeing like
Everything.
more than I should see. Give me 2 seconds because what I thought was going to work didn't work. Hang on.
I have no idea where my D20 went. It fell. It is gone.
Ruh-roh.
Please.
Row.
I have 2 others.
Time.
I didn't drop like the one I like.
Yeah.
I didn't drop the one that I enjoy.
Yeah, screw that 1d20 in particular.
I mean, considering I just rolled a dirty 20 on my initiative, yeah, wherever that one went, it's gone. It's gone forever.
It's gone
Yeah.
forever. It's not needed anymore.
I would like to run rather than rage.
Okay, I think I have done the thing. Let me double check. I've done the thing. Okay, let me get that up for our lovely viewers. And
I genuinely have no idea where it went. I thought it was like in my clothes or something, and it wasn't. Oh, hidden stuff.
yeah, so some of your crew is lurking around here, by the way.
Yeah.
But yes, there are all these
So, wait.
stalls.
Which one's the enemy?
The enemy guy.
That one?
Let me put nameplates on these guys. Yes.
Okay.
Forgot that that's not visible to everyone. That's a separate setting I have to check. I keep things in multiple places. And then you think that you are interrupting what might be a first date between 2 of your crew members.
Oh. Ooh la la. Namdi and Sagira?
Yes.
I love that. I love that for them. Elizabeth is all about it.
That's what we should be really focusing on right here.
Absolutely. That's
Thank you.
That's what they wish you were focusing on.
I could not figure out how to erase that. I did not mean to do that. Apologies.
Okay, I grabbed it.
I was like, oh my god, I'm both panicking. I was like, oh, no.
Nope, you're all good. Write down initiative actually because I've got pens here.
Don't worry, Valar. I'll kill him.
All right. So
No.
yeah,
No killing. Just
Oh,
run.
absolutely.
bounty hunter. As
I hope that this is actually a fight that we're capable of winning. I really do.
I have zero confidence.
Over 4 levels stronger than when you got attacked by them.
That's very true. Yes.
Or 2 levels. Half as much as I said.
What are folks' initiatives?
Elizabeth got a dirty 20.
Aha.
Valar got a 17.
Now, my problem is this dude is pretty far away.
A 6.
I can't get there in one turn.
So I got a 6. And
I got a 9.
win. 9. So Elizabeth, you get one chance to stop Valar from running.
Valar, we're fighting. And Elizabeth moves. Actually, first things first. Applestock is within 10 feet of me right now.
Mhm.
So I am going to use my commanding presence to allow Applestock, who is within 10 feet of me, to make an attack instead of my. So it's the attack action. I'm foregoing that attack so that Applestock can attack in my place, since I can't get to them in one turn. And before I take my movement, I want Applestock to be able to. Okay, actually, first, bonus action, mark foe. And then commanding presence. So Applestock gets an expertise die on the attack.
Nice.
If Applestock also wants to take a -5 to that attack roll, Applestock will get an extra 2d6 damage on the attack as well because of my daring assault, which is a passive ability.
This elf is lightly armored, only wearing leather, but you don't know how nimble he is.
But you do get the expertise die on the attack.
His expertise.
Great. Awesome. Cool beans. Then I will take that attack. Where's this? Where's
They're at the
enemy?
top.
They're at the very top.
Yeah. They're in that
Oh, okay.
top bar.
Okay, great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm close enough. I'll go. That's my friend. I don't know you. And shoot.
Get him, Applestock.
Okay.
That's my purse. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's exactly. Thank you. That is exactly what I was referencing.
Yes.
I'm so grateful for you. Okay. That's a 16 to hit.
16.
Please say yes.
Please say yes.
He ducks, but he doesn't duck enough, and it clips him on the shoulder.
Yes. And
Did you take that -5?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I was thinking about it, but then I was like, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm about to roll okay. And then no sneak attack. But that was 6 on my D6.
Nice.
And so roll max damage on that. And then I get to add my dexterity, and so that's gonna be 12. Dexterity and proficiency.
Nice. It's bleeding, but he doesn't seem hampered by it.
Okay. And then that was my bonus action. That was my action. It's a reaction, but I have to hit someone first. Okay. I am just gonna take my movement then. And I've got 30 feet, so I'll move. Nope.
You can move through these stalls. They are difficult terrain. Because
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna move like the regular amount. I'm gonna kind of like, I guess, block this dude's path.
Nice.
And that's my turn. That's it. I think. Yeah, that's it.
Nice. Valar. Oh, your friends are defending you.
Oh, buddies. What I will do, because I can do this very cool thing because I'm an elf. It allows me to take one very special thing, special to my race, and I took Mystic Rampart, and I can do a thing called Arcane Empathy, which means I can telepathically talk to someone.
Oh,
So I feel like he's at least 30 feet away from me, the bounty hunter man.
he is. Yeah, he's just 30.
Just 30. I will
You snap
just
the corner.
I will talk to his I will talk to him in his head. I don't know. What this calls an action for this, right? I believe.
Does the ability call it an action?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
What does the ability say?
Your sensitivity to the flow of magic lets you speak to the hearts of others. You have a limited ability to communicate telepathically with those within 30 feet of you. Nope, it doesn't require an action at all.
Then yeah, you can just do it.
Okay. That depends on how this goes. He just goes, I don't know why you're chasing me, but please, I don't want to hurt you, and I don't want you to hurt me or my new friends. So please.
Meanwhile, Elizabeth is yelling,
Reply.
"Kill him!"
Can he reply?
Yeah, he can. He can reply.
He's going to snarl back. Like I believe that you're innocent of knowledge of your crimes.
I seriously don't know what I'm in trouble for.
And that's probably as much conversation as you can have in a turn, but you can do other things.
Okay, so he is scared. So Valar will, as a bonus action, I will. What's your opinion on casting 2 spells in 1 round? Is it okay if one of them is a cantrip?
Yep.
Okay, I will cast Divine Favor once more. Where's my divine favor? So I will add an extra D4. It's a concentration. The next thing I'm going to do is a bonus action, which is Arcane Muscles, or as I like to say, Arcane Muscles. This one does not cause me to have a concentration. It just lasts for a minute. But you all see Valar muscle just double in size through the route. Like he just bulked. And he just goes, I warned you, and I'm sorry.
This is Valar's second form.
No. But as he just kind of, he just hold up his fist, and it's just glowing with the new stone in his hand. It's just glowing a really dark green this time, and not the normal yellow that you've seen before. And that's my turn.
Fist here. His eyes narrow, and what have you done with the reliquary?
I have another.
He doesn't seem to find that appreciated, and he is going to.
I was gonna put it on my other hand, but he didn't need to know that.
Has to pass Captain Flynn. I think there's no real way around that. Oh, I've got that. If I minimize the window, then it goes black. So I think what he's going to do, he's going to move up.
He's going to let me get an opportunity attack.
He's
right?
got a short sword that seems to be silvered. He is going to swing it at you a couple of times.
Man.
That your AC is now
14. Until my dexterity goes up.
And the first one hits. The second one, nope, boing, against your breastplate. But he hits hard. Oh, and if it's rolling like that, he hits.
That's not great.
I'm taking a different die.
No. What if you don't?
Okay. No, you want me to pick a different die. I rolled 2 6s in a row.
That,
Woof.
that's on the
D6.
damage. Oh, that's bad.
And the other die did it too. So that you're thankful. But that will still be a whopping. God, that was a really good damage roll. 18 slashing damage.
Oh, that's actually super bad.
Oh no.
I have 3 hit points left.
And he is going to bonus action skirmish step
Oh, that means I don't even.
his speed. Here.
So do I not get an opportunity attack?
You do not get an opportunity attack.
That's fine. I'm not upset.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm gonna kill him.
Lewin.
Yeah, Lewin's gonna, I guess, step up behind Valor here, and he's gonna call out real quick. Valor, is this a capture or a kill him situation?
Kill him.
Something.
And then I will call out to whoever owns this lovely fruit stand right behind this bounty hunter, and I'll say sorry as I
It's the
cast.
same apple vendor.
Well,
Uh,
I apologize to that apple vendor because I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere.
Oh boy.
Right between right, I guess, on that corner there, behind the bounty hunter.
We're gonna have
Ooh.
apples crisps. No?
Apple
Ah.
crisps.
Apple crisp. That was bad. All right.
What?
I
The
love
flaming
it.
sphere is 5 feet in diameter?
Yes, 5 feet in diameter.
Okay. Like there?
Oh, actually, I apologize. I misread the spell. I'm gonna summon it right on him.
Ah.
And hope that Valor moves out of the way.
Got it.
The fire never
So
bothered
that'll
me
require him
anyway.
to make a dexterity saving throw.
What is the DC on that?
That is my spell save DC, which is a 13.
He dives out of the way.
Okay, he still takes half damage if he does take half damage.
He does.
Okay. So it's 2d6 fire. That is half of 3 fire damage.
No! Say it isn't so.
But I have concentration up on it, so hopefully we can do more with that next round.
Oh my god. No.
And then I'm gonna send out old Harold here, and tell him to go bat for him and just keep an eye on the bounty hunter if he tries to run away.
Harold, very happy to get out of there. Yes, Master Lewin. And Joe.
That's my turn.
You hear Namdi, who is really just trying to be on a date. Like, cannot express to you how much he was just trying to be on a date. Yell out, Captain! And,
I'm fine. Blood just pouring out of my chest onto the ground beneath me in a puddle.
he thinks that this is a cool chance to impress the girl. So he is going to jump up onto this crate next to. He's going to pull out his preferred weapon, the crossbow that he carries. And he's gonna try.
He gets an expertise die for attacking my marked foe.
He's gonna need that. Hey! And it's enough literally only because of that expertise die.
I'm incredible. I know.
He 98. And that did more damage than the flaming sphere.
Womp womp.
Another bolt thinks. That one, I mean, it didn't get that far into his armor, but it did a little dent. And Applestock.
All right. Can I tell if Beach Petal is about to stand his ground and fight, or is he, as soon as he gets the opportunity, gonna like bounce?
I'm gonna deck him.
You're gonna.
Like you see like the dark energy in his hand like growing. Like I'm on some Hunter x Hunter type stuff.
Okay, great. So I'm not gonna do what I was gonna do. I was gonna do covering fire, but instead I am going to bonus action double shoot. So I am going to go ahead and knock 2 arrows into my bow. So I'm gonna spend 2 of my exertion points doing that. No, wait, no, it's only 1. Actually, so, and I'm going to shoot. Oh, perfect. Alrighty. That's gonna be, a 16.
Yep.
Okay, great. So, not only do I, let me just double check, make sure I got this right. They're covering fire, double shot. So I knock 2 arrows and I get an additional weapon damage. So that's going to be 2d6 instead of 1. But also, Valar is in 5 feet of him. So I'll also get my 2d8 of sneak attack. So first the d6s.
Sneak attack.
Well, that's a 5 and a 1, so 6 points of damage for that. And then 2d8. Okay, that's an 8 and a 1. Wow, we're on theme. So far that is 13 points of damage. Right? No, that's wrong. So 9. That's 15 points of damage. Then plus my my dexterity modifier. What number was I at?
You were at a
15. 15 plus my dexterity modifier, which is a 4, that's 19, plus my proficiency, that's 2, that is 21 points of damage.
Oh.
And a 1.
Add your proficiency to damage.
Oh, do I not?
I don't think you do, because I'm looking at his stat block and it's not adding it in, so I don't think you actually do. I think that we made that up and then never.
Okay, great. So we won't run with that. That's still 19 points of damage.
Yowza! You catch him right in the same shoulder that you've already shot, and that seems to have done some significant damage. He's bleeding. He's still very much fighting, but that was a rough one.
Said that's my friend.
Friends now. They gonna follow you into betrayal like your other ones did?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And Samira, actually, she'd like very much to be outdone. She doesn't want to be here. But she's gonna come over behind this cart, and she's gonna try. Oh my god, every time she's like this anxious little bean, and then every time she has to roll produce flame, boy howdy can she produce flame.
I love it.
I don't know what to do.
No. It's a spark. She rolled really well to hit and then did 1 point of fire damage.
Hey, that's still 1 point.
Still 1 point of fire damage. He's mildly singed.
I need to crit so bad.
That's it. It's your turn.
So I'm definitely almost dead, but I am gonna turn and I'm gonna move, of course. And I'm just gonna sort of say, no one touches my crew. And I'm going to attack using my axe. I am first. I'll bonus action again to use Mark Foe because the thing that I want to do doesn't require a bonus action, so that's cool. And then I'm going to use one of my exertion points for dangerous strikes, so I can crit on a 19. And I'm going to attack. Dear God, please come on. I rolled a 19.
Let's go.
So that's a critical hit.
Let's
I
go.
took my chair back. I was so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm also going to use my reaction to do dangerous signature. So I'll roll the crit damage, which will be 2d12s. But my dangerous signature, I just kind of leave this bird mark on them. So my dangerous signature, I leave a simple symbol. Oh wait, no, I can't use that. Never mind. I need to have advantage on the attack roll. So I'm not going to use that then. Ignore that part. I keep forgetting about needing advantage. Oh my goodness. I did roll a 12 on my damage. I also rolled a 1. So I do 13 points of damage total.
Plus your strength.
Right. Sorry.
And that gets doubled as well because crit.
Yeah. So it's 13 plus my strength mod is 1. So
15.
plus 2. 15 points of damage. Slashing damage.
Oh yeah, now he's really bleeding.
Good. And then let me just make sure there's nothing else I can do as a reaction. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Valar. Oh, he's right there. Oh my god, he's right there.
I'm going to completely wreck his beep. I finally got a chance to do this plan. If I hit, I'm going to do so much damage. And I'm not sorry. But because I have arcane muscles, it gives me an extra bonus to damage. Just like unarmed damage, like I can roll an extra d6 on top of that. If I hit it, I'm going to smite. On top of that, I have a d4 of another radiant damage because I did the concentration spell as a bonus action.
Yes,
So,
and you got a d4 to hit because
you get an expertise die on your attack, and you're if you want to take a -5 on the attack roll, you can get an extra 2d6 of damage.
I'm here. Why not? Sure. He has made me very upset. So Valar, his eyes would just kind of be very angry, and he just kind of tears away the bandages from his face. He goes, "I warned you," and it just kind of power on his fist. And you see the green light just get more intense as he raises his arm. Let's see if I hit.
And get that expertise die up to a d6.
Please crit.
You said crit and get it up to a d6?
You can flank and get it up to a d6.
Oh, yeah, I'll move around and flank that. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, get in there, because you can't
So
look behind him.
You could get a +1 even with my -5.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
All right,
here we go. Oh, yes. Wait, let me roll the d6 just to make this better. Okay. All right. So roll a 2 on the expertise die on the d6, but I did indeed roll a natural 20.
Oh, nice. So that's 22 minus 5.
Yay.
So that is a 17.
17.
Oh, it's a crit hitting.
Yes. Okay.
I love it.
I'm not sorry for what I'm about to do to this guy.
So,
Right.
does that mean my 2d6 from daring assault is also doubled?
So crits do operate slightly differently in 5th level up. So I've got to double check that, but I think it might be. 'Cause I remember crits being a lot better.
Oh, I love this archetype already.
I'm
That's
really
always-
enjoying mine too.
Gambling general, everybody. Play it. Marshall, do it.
It's not under chat. If you know this, hit me.
Hit me, baby, one
That's all
more
skills.
time.
It's still a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Right.
I'm trying to work out if all of it doubles or if just some of it doubles.
Not sure if it does the ×2 rule because that's usually what I do. Crits double everything.
I think they double everything. Yeah.
So Gonor said in chat.
I rolled double.
Crits double everything. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. So everything.
I rolled-
Everything.
I rolled
Alright,
double the die for my crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
24.
you're going to get a double on your smite because that's like a separate thing.
Okay.
But I think
So-
everything else doubles, and yes, including mods.
Oh, okay. I'm going to bring out my old calculator here. And I will do the math. So it's already
That's
2
gonna be
damage.
So much damage.
2 bludgeoning damage base. That will
doubled.
be plus this D4 for the radiant. That is 3 on top of that. And then I believe I get a D6 for the thing with you, bro.
2d6.
Holy moly!
Daring assault is awesome. It's 2d6 if you hit. It's just a -5 to the roll. Every ability for the gambling general has like a downside with a huge upside.
plus 6.
God, I love that.
And so
It's awesome.
the base damage I roll with everything, which I got the 2 bludgeoning, and then I rolled a 2d6, and then I will roll a d4 for the spell radiant damage. The total would be 16. So 2 times 16.
32.
So 32, and then on top of that, my smite, which is a d8. Got a 5 on that. So how much damage is that?
37 total.
37. So you just
I told you. We're
You
fighting.
had exactly 37 hit points.
let's go.
Ooh.
Are you knocking
Dominating.
him out, or are you killing him?
How angry is he? Oh man, that's a good question.
Elizabeth is also almost dead.
That is very
Yeah.
true.
Did almost.
On top
He
of
almost-
whatever he did to you and your people.
I want a prisoner. I'm gonna knock him out heavily.
Oof.
I hope. Hopefully, I break an arm or something.
Bonk.
And he is out.
Incredible.
Go ahead and give yourselves a lot of XP. I did the math in my head. Let me make sure it's right with the calculator.
I'm giving myself 1,000.
We did that
Yay!
one and like a quarter rounds.
That was extremely
Yeah.
clean. 450 XP each.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So 970 plus 450.
It's gonna be 1420.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
1420. You know what that means.
I have no idea. Oh.
425.
Like, I have
I
no
love that,
idea what
Gabby.
you're
Holy
talking
crap.
about.
Yes.
What do you mean? It's just a random number, and no
Just-
way do we endorse anything.
We're gonna pretend like I didn't just Goku punch this guy to death.
Exactly.
We're only 1,300 level 4.
And I think you would actually have doubled your smite as well. Looking into it, I think that is wrong. But like,
Well, he's dead.
yeah,
So.
he's actually no. What was your smite?
5
Okay.
points again.
Okay. I wanted to be sure that that wasn't going to be enough to do massive damage to him, but I don't think it is. It might be.
Well, if that was double, then it would have been 10 on top of everything. So 40 something.
42.
42.
42, I think. Yeah, because you already added in the smite once. So let me see about massive damage because that's
Wouldn't it have
really
to stop
close.
him and then go like over?
20 plus 3 times your character level or hit dice for creatures. Hang on, calculator again. Okay, you got really close. You got really close.
Ooh.
But it was not massive damage. He is unconscious.
Valor.
And he's just like very angrily staring at the guy.
Valor. Can you heal me?
Oh, Captain. Oh no.
Yep.
Come here. Just and he'll lay how messed up are you?
I have 3 hit points left.
He's gonna put the full 15 lay on hands into her. Yeah. And just so like a gold and green light now just kind of glow from out his hands. It just okay.
Thank you.
It stings a lot. Like peroxide hit an open
fine.
wound.
If
I'm
all
sorry.
the arrows are in the person we just attacked, is it possible for me to get them all back?
No, make a
That's-
dexterity survival.
That's
Actually,
so
dexterity
brutal.
medicine check.
Just apple
Because-
start going.
Exactly. Hence
I
dex
mean,
medicine.
I could wait. Is there a doctor around that can help me get my arrows back?
Maybe.
If he's unconscious,
Maybe.
can I leave my signature on him if I spend the exertion point?
Just
Yeah.
because you want to?
Totally.
Well,
Yeah.
Because I can use a bonus action to intimidate him, and if
Intimidate.
fail, and if he fails like a saving throw, he's frightened of me. So if he tries to like break out of whatever binds we put him in, since he's not dead, it's a calculated contingency.
Not just you being extremely sadistic.
And yeah, I mean, it's also like, oh, if this guy does escape, he'll have this bird symbol on him from me. So until he gets it healed.
I got
Right.
21 for my medicine check.
Oh yeah, you got it out fine. You've been
After
doing
I
this for ages.
like crushed him to bits, Valar would just kind of. I'm pretty sure the bandages on his knuckles are like bloodied.
Oh yeah, you broke his nose. That's what I'm assuming. I imagine it's just
Yeah.
told you,
Sucks definitely wrapping like the wounds and just at least covering them so they don't bleed out.
And Valar just go, no, leave them. So this will be a reminder to not hurt me or my friends. And he'll just take a rope and start wrapping it around, like hog tie him like a pig.
Could I have a intelligence sleight of hand?
Woo! Okay.
Would you like
Yeah,
some
well,
help?
Not too bad.
Oh, you could help, yeah. So you can make
Advantage?
that check with advantage. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's better. That would be a sleight of hand will be 16 plus 1 for me, so 17.
Right. Just
Thank
in
you for
case,
the
again, should he try to escape, that sets the DC.
Okay.
How hard it is to to escape.
And Valar will go through his pockets and try and find letters, the wanted poster, whatever. Because who is this guy?
You do find a missive in Elvish from hand.
Can I take the weapons?
Yes, he's got a pretty mediocre short bow with we'll say 18 arrows remaining.
I
Taking
give the
those arrows.
apple stock, and then I'm just gonna kind of snap the bow.
And he also has a silvered short sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
And in in his pocket there is a letter, that missive. You also see on his hand, a ring, really lovely, made of silver and amethyst, in the shape of it's like a silver ring with amethyst eyes, shaped like a wolf's head. The missive is in Elvish, and it reads. It's a missive. Yes, it's for your capture or execution for the crime of interrupting the sacred ritual. And when you read that, you get a faint memory, very faint. You're cleaning, and there are voices coming from behind a door.
Okay. What? No. Oh man. Oh, I'm scared. Voices from behind the door?
Yes, you're in a hallway of some kind. Clearly Elvish, beautiful.
Mm.
But you can't make out what the voices are, and you don't think anyone's supposed to be here this late. But you can't remember if you pushed open the door or not. Based on the consequences of things, you'd have to assume that you did. But I don't remember what you saw. Do I remember how other people got implicated?
Just kind of like look at where once the other one was, and he was just like look on his hand where the green one is now. He's like, I don't understand, but I will interrogate him later if you all would like to help me. And he'll just wrap the rest of the rope around his waist and just start dragging him back to the boat.
Convenient that you have a brig, huh?
Yes, putting him in the jail. Under the boat. In the house. Wait, that made no sense. I'm sorry.
Fully bound, no weapons, like no armor.
Oh yeah, he also had he did have leather armor on. With it is damaged, I think, because there were a lot. He had a lot of things happen to him.
Can I throw this in the water, just in the ocean?
Sure.
All right. I throw his shoes. I throw his armor. I throw basically whatever that wasn't really of any value of his into the ocean.
Captain is just the amount of petty, and I love her for it.
So petty. So petty.
All right. Let's go see Ella. Bring back the crystal ball and find out what the Skyrock is.
We will figure that mystery out next week, because it's time for outros, my lovely cast and crew. Well, hey, pun.
Nice.
Woot woot.
I quit.
We'll go that way. So, Kurt, Gabby, Took, Ro, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hello, my name is Kurt Stridinger. You can find me on social medias at Mr. Kurtwise. You can also find me at Ko-fi.com/Mr. Kurtwise, where you can buy some cool stuff. And then you can also catch me on twitch.tv/5% chance in about an hour and a half here, where I will be DMing a little game called Diceberg.
Whoop whoop. Give it a
Yeah.
watch. I've been watching. He's so good.
Kurt's the best.
Yes.
Kurt's wonderful. This is just me promoting Kurt. And now me. You can find me at Gabby So Gabby on TikTok. I also have a Twitter now, but I don't really go on there, so just look at my TikTok for any updates on things that I want to do, that I'm doing and stuff like that. Also, we're off hiatus, so check us out after you watch Kurt's stuff. You could bounce on over to twitch.tv/Ryan the Enchanter to check out Queer Questers. We just took a 2-week hiatus, so we're coming back feeling fully rested and energetic, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. Check us out. Now,
Woot.
to Row or Took.
I think it's me and then Row.
We go in a
Yes.
circle
Okay.
then. Then it's a nice circle.
Okay. Well, hello. I am Took. I guess. I guess. But you can find me on all of the social medias at Took, I guess. You can mostly find me on TikTok and Twitch. And when you guys are done watching Kurt and Gabby on their shows, you can come by my channel. I do regular streams by myself where you get to see me be my little character Took. I got him to talk now. It's so cool. And I have a crap ton of just tabletop RPG shows on my channel where other people DM, where other people will be broadcasting because I trust them and they're really good friends of mine. So come by, say what's up, and we'll have a good time.
Row.
What's up? You can find me on all social media at Call Me Caulfield, including Twitch, twitch.tv/Call Me Caulfield. I'm mostly on Twitter. I've got some really cool TTRPG projects coming soon that I haven't really talked about all that much. I have a game coming out this year. I mostly design them. I'm a professional dungeon master, so you can pay me to run games for you and your friends. You can also just pay me to be in your shows and stuff if you want. I do podcasts, I do streams, I write TTRPGs, and I think everyone else in this game is incredible, and you should check out all of their stuff. Also, if you want to see me tweet mostly about sports right now, because I have nothing else I can really talk about publicly, follow me on Twitter. You're going to hate it. I promise. It's going to be all dice and dungeons soon.
Woot.
Wink.
One
Wink.
more thing, almost forgot. Tomorrow is the interview on Two Shades of Nerd that is on the Chaotic Conclave channel that me and my best buddy Val is doing. Mr. Kurt Wise here is the next one. He's the next one here. He's gonna be, so come by and see the really bad jokes that we came up with. And we talked about once again the poop knife, and I apologize.
Oh, not the poop knife.
But
Poop
we will
knife.
be premiering that at 2 p.m. CST. So whatever time zone that is for you, please come. So there you go, right there. Please come by and give us a looky poo, and you might see these other three on here at some point, maybe.
By the way, Caulfield is spelled Caulfield. People get it wrong all the time.
I did at first too, and I had to keep re-looking, and I just copy and pasted it.
People forget the first L. Please follow me on Twitter. Please.
Boom.
Please.
And I have been your narrator. You can find me on Twitter at _DM_Sarah. And I think the most recent thing that I had come out is that if you are subscribed to Insider's stuff, I wrote their Eldritch items. So if you want to see my designs, well, and if you ever want an eyeball on your plate that makes the food taste really good, but it does always look at you while you're eating, this is the magic item collection for you.
I love it.
That's cool.
There's the URL. And also working on layout for a Kickstarter. So I know we had some folks here from Rising of Chicanery. And It is on Kickstarter. It's called Homebrew and Hacking, Crafting Personalized Feats. So, if you want something that's A5E compatible, third party, from one of the designers, check it out. It will look really good once I get the copy text, because that's what I do. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Starcross Seaways. Hope you have a wonderful night. I'll see you next time.